I'm going to teach you how to factor a trinomial formula in the form of ax plus bx plus c. If you notice here, the variable that I'm using is r. It is ax squared plus bx plus c. X, in this case, equals r. What we would do first is we would have to find what goes into c, you could say multiples of c. So in this case, the only one would be 1, 1, and 5. Move the camera back. Then we would find the multiples of a. So we could have 1 and 16, 4 and 4, or 2 and 8. In this case, we would be using In this case, we'd be using 8 and 2. There is more. You could keep going. You could write like 4, 4, 16, and 1, and then keep rewriting with 5 and 1, 5 and 1. What we would do is, since they're lined up already, these, we multiply them. So 8 times 1 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. Now, some harder problems, it's going to take a lot more time to find the right combination, like 4 and 5, 20. I did this ahead of time, so I know that's not going to work. 4 and 1, 4, nope, not going to work. 16 and 5, which is 80, not going to work. 1 and 1, nope, not going to work. So we know 24, 80, 1 won't work, because what we're trying to do here is find a combination of numbers that are going to add up to 18. Now this gets more complex as we get into subtracting the variables and subtracting the numbers, but for now it's simple enough. So 8 plus 10. So we know that 20 won't work, that's over 18. 10 and 4, nope. 8 and 4, nope. 80 and 20, nope. 80 and 10, nope. 80 and 8, nope. And we know that one wouldn't work either. So we would add them up. So this is how we check it. We add, that's better. We would add the 8 and the 10. These are, that 8 is an R, 2 is an R, since what goes into 16 squared has to be with an exponent. So how we got 16 squared is 8R times 2R is 16 squared. So what we did is 8R times 1R, we got 8R. When we did 2R times 5, we got 10R. So it's simple enough where we add 8R plus 10R, we get 18R. And when we add the 1 and the 5, we get, well, what we have to do is, this right here we add. This right here we add. This last column, it's a funny one, it doesn't have an exponent, we multiply. So we would get 5. This last column right here, we multiply, Yes, we multiply. So it goes multiply, add, multiply. Because that's how we got the factors of 5. We multiplied to get 5. The factors of 16, we multiplied to get 16. And when we multiplied the two factors together, we would get a product that we would have to add together. So add, multiply, multiply. Say it again. So multiply, we get 16r squared, which, when you do that, it's funny. It matches the top. Everything matches here. So now what we do is, we know everything's working. We add them all up. Since we know that, we've double checked it, we have all our numbers now. What we're going to do is we're going to take the 4 numbers that we use. In this case, 8r, our variable, 2r, 1, and 5. What we're going to do is we have to cross, it would be cross addition, you could say. We would come up with 8r plus 5 times 2r plus 1. That is how factoring works. So we came up 16r squared plus 18r plus 5 equals 0. Now I know some people would like to subtract the 5 from 0, come up with 16r squared plus 18r equals -5. That is a lot more work. You're going to be working on a lot more time. You factor, you do this, you get each problem done in 30 seconds. So we take this right here, that equation, the quadratic equation, and factor it. We get 2 sets of numbers, easy enough to multiply. If you don't know how to multiply them, you can use the FOIL method. The FOIL method would be, the FOIL method would be, first you multiply the first set of numbers first, so 18 and 2, that'd be 16r squared. And you can do this to double check, but it's just going to get you right back to where we started. Then we do the outside set. So first, outer, inner, and last. And then, so once you have the outer set of numbers, you're going to be adding them all together. So you get 8r, then plus the inner set of numbers, 5 times 2r, which would be 10r, plus the last set of numbers, which is 5. We add these together, we come out right where we started. So we took the quadratic equation, we factored it, which isn't too difficult, and we brought it right back to a quadratic equation. Thank you guys.